It's a little early in the morning out here in Michigan. It's starting to get a little cool out. I got a jacket on this morning, but I'm going to show you what guns I use to do these knives. Somebody was wondering a while back what kind of pneumatic guns we use. I'll show you what I use and why I carry multiple guns with me and just how we change knives. So, here we go. So these are the two guns I use mainly. I got a Chicago pneumatic here and an Ingersoll Rand. We've had this gun for a while. This gun came with the chipper. Morbart brought it out. And so we've had it for, well, it was a 2012 chipper. So we've had it for 3 or 4 years now, this gun. And I used to be stuck with these on our old chipper and they work really well. This one seems to hold up a lot better. Only thing we've done to this is put oil in it. I oil it every time before I change my knives. I put some oil in it. I got an oil jug right there that I do it with. But this gun has impressed me the way it's held up. Now these Ingersoll Rands, I got another one in the tool truck that just got factory rebuilt. That one seems to work really well. But the problem is, and this is why I carry multiple guns, is in the middle of winter, when it's minus 30 degrees, when it's minus 20, you can't keep these things from not freezing up. They freeze up in here and it gets very difficult. So what happens is we'll leave one in the truck on the floorboard warming up, or set it under the exhaust on the air compressor over here, which a lot of people asked about the service truck. I didn't have an air compressor. Now I got an air compressor right here. It's actually got a tank under the chipper. The tank's not on it. So what happens is these guns freeze up in the middle of winter. And it is an absolute mess changing knives when it's super, super, super cold. So you got to kind of plan on changing your knives around the weather. If you get warm time in the day, swap them out then, and stuff like that. We actually bought a 3/4 inch Milwaukee M18 brushless battery powered gun, but it's not quite strong enough for the chipper. That's what we got it for. It's just not quite strong enough. So we're kind of stuck with these when it comes to doing the knives. That battery power just isn't quite strong enough. It works great for everything else, but these knives are just too tight. And this Chicago pneumatic has really, really impressed me. Like I said, we've had this since we've had the chipper, and it doesn't freeze up as fast as these do. These freeze up really fast, and it takes a lot longer for these. So what I'll do in the winter, I'll have to make a video, but sometimes I keep a hand torch on me and warm these up a little bit when I'm doing that. So that seems to help out a little bit, but it's just a bear in the winter. The other thing I have is this. These are how I always have to keep sockets around on me, and this is why. I've gone through, let's see here. Can you see that crack in there? And there's another one right there. So I got a crack here and a crack here. And what happens is, this is only a month and a half old. And I've already got it cracked right there, and then this chunk breaks right off and gets caught down in the throat, and then I gotta dig it out so it doesn't throw it in the chip band. So I always keep multiple sockets on hand. I think I've gone through 3 of these this summer, and those were all busted by this. That is just how tight you got to get those knives. You're constantly got to make sure they're tight. And I actually have a pulled knife on this one. I didn't get one tight enough. I believe it's a pulled knife. I haven't even looked at it yet, but you'll hear the banging and clanging I got a little video of. So that is just how tight you have to have them. You break these things, like I said, I broke 3 of them this summer, and I always have spares kicking around, because you don't want to get caught in the middle of that and not have spares. I keep them right in there. So that's what's going on. These are my guns, and had them for years. This one's pretty decent, but this Chicago Pneumatics really impressed me. And let's get on with some knife action. Here we go. Dull knife here. We'll change this one out. Set that thing on forward, so when I go back through, just touch it, we're ready to go. Clean all this off. That's got to be all clean. Try a different one. Sit in there a little better. Hit her like that, and then I let her air up a little bit and hit her again. Getting ready to cut a little wood this morning. Okay, what happened was, see this knife here, it pulled out. See, it's supposed to look like that all the way up, but it pulled out this way. It wasn't tight enough. This clamp wasn't. So then that right there hits the anvil strip down there that we replaced before. So it starts banging and clanging. It wasn't tight enough. Replace it. That makes a really bad chip. We don't need that. No sir, no sir. A little bit of a stick right there. Got it. Gotta make sure those are all clean. Otherwise it'll pull out too. You gotta have that thing really clean. You don't want it to pack or pull. like some bad chips. But you put that new razor sharp knife in there, and you gotta get it tight. It wasn't tight enough before. We're doing nasty ash. That doesn't help the situation. That's why they're all burned, all black. Simple as that. Keep it rolling. See, that one didn't pull. This right here is my brake. That releases my brake and my clutch over there, so that it's easier to spin. Well, I hope this stuff video worked out for you. Thanks for watching, guys.